This video is really about finding the right model for you. More specifically, is Claude. So
Mm,
either Claude Opus or Claude Sonnet. Are these the best model for you to use in OpenClaw?
mm.
As you might know, with OpenClaw, you bring your own model.
Yeah.
You can choose between multiple
Mhm,
solutions, and they range drastically in prices.
mm.
So one of the ones that most talked about is Claude. I mean, after all, OpenClaw
Yeah.
was originally called Claude Bot,
Yeah.
kind of because of how Claude really does all the tasks
Mm,
for it.
mhm,
So one thing we did on this channel is that for me, I personally use my OpenClaw agents with the Claude models.
mm.
That includes both Opus and Sonnet, and we'll talk and share some experiences about this, and we'll compare that. Ron has been running your bots on the Minimax models.
Yes.
They're essentially 90% off the price. So in terms of the bill that you get at the end,
Mhm.
the daily usage, you actually fit within the plan that they have, right? The
Yes.
$20 per month plan,
Mhm,
and you seem to be using that very well.
mm,
So we'll do a comparison video and just chat about what we find good about Claude,
mhm,
but we'll do a second video also about how Minimax does, and
mm.
if you want to choose that model for your own reference. So just before we start as well, what we're doing is we're creating a website for you guys to kind of showcase all our videos. This is like it's Windows 95 themed, but what we have here is like if you click on something like OpenClaw, you have the installation guides for you. You can just watch the video there.
Mhm.
And what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the AI models. So you can compare these individual models and watch videos for that. So this video is going to go inside here, and we have updates and maybe set up for like Telegram or something. So it's
Mm.
quick intro to our stuff. So let's get started with what's really good about Opus. So one experience I found is that when using Opus or Sonnet models, and I think they perform almost the same when it comes to OpenClaw.
Mhm.
I actually switch between these two models
Yep.
throughout the week, and then I see no difference.
Mm.
And something I really like about these Opus models, is that they're really good at task solving. I think you
Mm.
saw this as well because you actually came on board to use my agent sometimes when you get
Yes.
stuck, right?
Yes.
Um, so it was really good at solving problems and coming up with solutions themselves.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest difference I saw between my model and your model.
Yeah. I'd say for Claude models are better for like you need thinking
Mm-hmm.
power,
Mm-hmm.
like then you'll need like Claude. But for Minimax, it's more like if you already know, like you got your thinking already done, but you need a task executed.
Mm.
Like Minimax super efficient for that. Whereas if I already done the thinking and I need a task executed and I give it to Claude, they might add something extra. That's how that
Exactly, exactly. And I find that Claude understands me very well. So I'll give you an example of what I'm using
mm,
my OpenClaw to do. So this is running on Sonnet right now. So Stark is the name of my bot, and he does an intelligence for me every morning.
mm,
So what he does is he runs and we kind of created this procedure, the daily briefing procedure
mm,
ourselves. So we said, hey, look at top tweets by different people that we're monitoring,
mhm,
and then collect these tweets, combine them into a report document, and then transition that into a slide for us to show. So it's actually a multi-step process if you think
mm,
about it. It's about intelligence gathering.
mhm,
So step one, gather the intelligence from multiple sources, including Twitter and X, and then compound that with like research from the web and everything. So he accesses the web, he gets the multiple sources of information.
mhm,
Then he combines that and makes this presentation for me. So this includes both the crypto side and for the AI side.
mhm,
And I actually find this quite so he actually quotes the sources there as well.
mm.
So I find that Opus is really, really good at this, at breaking down large tasks. I
Yeah.
think that will be where Opus really shines. Like
Yeah.
sometimes we frequently run into this problem
Mm,
of like we have a great idea, but it's actually multi-step.
mm,
Step one, gather the intelligence.
mhm.
Step two, really analyze the intelligence.
Yeah.
Step three, make a presentation.
Mm,
Step four, get extra graphics, animations to
mhm.
make the presentation look nice. So it's
Yeah.
multi-step, and Opus actually breaks that down pretty well.
Yeah.
And I think that was what I find quite good about Opus.
And that same workflow that you did
Mm-hmm.
for Minimax initially in my first week, it didn't turn out well.
Mm-hmm.
All my agent did was just fetch headlines from those sources,
Mm-hmm.
but they would never do any analysis on the news nor connecting the dots. For my specific approach,
Mm-hmm. Do you want
um,
to show music? And I want to add to that also whilst Ron's loading, whilst Ron's loading everything, I will say that if you're not a programmer, it's actually hard because like programming, you actually learn how to decompose tasks, basically break these tasks down to smaller portions. But what Opus does is that it helps for you, like you work with it to kind of break down these tasks into smaller chunks, and then it approaches the topic with like kind of intelligence and kind of guessing what you mean.
Yeah.
I find that when I did that with Minimax, it was much more direct. Like it was like, okay, if I knew exactly step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, I can tell it what to do and it'll execute. But it won't be like, hey, I have an idea for you.
Yeah.
Right. I think that was the biggest difference.
So for me personally, I about like maybe the third week in, this was the sort of output that I want from my Minimax. Well, maybe it's a bit of cheating because my Minimax was using Claude Code to gather these news reports for me. So what I noticed was my first week, that step-by-step workflow approach did not do so well because somewhere in the middle is where it would, mess up. But around third week, I came across this platform, World Monitor, and they even have a GitHub. So all I did was I showed my Minimax agent the GitHub, which is somewhere here. GitHub.
There you go. Okay.
Right. Understand the code base for this, but we don't need to fork the repo to create something new. Just at least like understand how this website is being presented.
Okay.
And then I just tell it, okay, then now that you understand the code base, Minimax agent, okay, just do a cron job every morning, 6 a.m. to summarize the news.
That's quite intelligent. I would say you're quite smart in that. So instead of coming out with your own solution, you said, okay, let's do it the Chinese way.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a successful product. I just want you to copy it. And that's what Minimax is good for. Minimax is great at coding. It's great at copying. It's mediocre at kind of coming up with new ideas for you, but it's really great at execution, just like the Chinese.
Yes.
Not to be racist, but like it's built by Chinese for engineering tasks, right? So I find that really creative and smart for you. So yet again, I think that's kind of comparison. I know I want to compare with more. I actually do want to compare with GPT, but I haven't actually had experience. So I'll leave it as your video there. But I think that's the kind of gist of it. And even when even for basic things, like say when I ask my bot to change some settings for me, when I asked Stark to change his own settings, and because he's our agent orchestrator, he needed to change the OpenClaw settings of our sub-agents. He did a much better job than the Minimax did. Minimax will sometimes make errors, and you have to say, hey, look, go read the instructions on how to do it, then do it. And if you tell it to do that, it's fine because it read the instructions, but it wouldn't come up with something interesting or unique by itself. So I think that would be the biggest difference. But obviously the price points are very different as well. So if you actually look at the price points, let me just bring up the old chart here. Opus is going to be quite hefty. So before that here. So for the Opus model, this is the smartest model. It'll be at $5 per million tokens, and depending on how much you use, it could add up to be quite a lot. Sonnet model is just a little bit cheaper, so it's like 60% of the price. It's $3. But if you compare that to something like Minimax, Minimax is
so
30 cents. 30 cents. It's measured in a different unit.
Yeah.
All right. And roughly for the cost. So I'll just show you guys here. And if you want to think about a daily usage, how much it would be. So roughly, these are the current session stats that we have right now. But roughly, average would be like $3 to maybe like $10 a day, depending on how heavy your usage is. So it does add up to be quite a bit, especially if you're using your bot to build or if you're using your bot to create something new. I feel like if it's already running these cron jobs, it probably you can bring the cost down. Yeah. But if you're using it just to create new things and discuss new things with it, then the cost can go up quite a lot. Yeah. I've seen conversations where like when we start working as a team very heavily, it could go up to like $30 a day during these times. So yet again, the cost does go up quite a bit if you're using these Opus models, Opus or Sonnet models, the cloud models. But I do find that if you value your time, it's worth it. I would say like if you want one shot and if this is your first time using OpenClaw, getting a cloud plan and then just running it, you'll find a very smooth experience. But once you master that smooth experience, ironically, you can go for the cheaper plans because like you already know what's up. Yeah. And you know what keywords to prompt. Yes. Right. It's just really about the early stages.
Yeah, a lot of experienced developers would actually use Minimax more because they already know what they want to do. They have a whole documentation prepared, so they just need the execution part. And yeah, Minimax definitely saves a lot of cost.
Yeah,
on that.
Minimax is so good at execution. I found that even just a comparison between these models when you're building. So I would just let me bring this up here. This is a good example of it. So Opus model, when I was making the Box95 AI course website, for some reason I used Sonnet first. I was like, let me save some money. Let me try using Sonnet first. But what happened was that it used vanilla JavaScript. So I don't know. I yet again, it may not ring to you if you're let me think of how the best to put it. It didn't use any frameworks or tools. So it's like building a house with your bare hands. It decided, you know what, I can use my bare hands to build this.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it built it with like an index page with 3,000 lines of code. It was just like, it was very literal. But when I switched to Opus was like, oh, what are you doing? Why aren't you using these frameworks? Why aren't you using these tools? Right? And we ended up having to convert the entire site over to a different framework. So we're using React. So it didn't even use React at first. It used vanilla JavaScript. Then it used React. Obviously, you don't have to understand any of these things. You just have to make it work. But the problem is, with not using React, it was almost impossible to make any changes. So I think like even that comparison, if you're building something complicated, run Opus first. I would say like let it design the framework and then use Sonnet afterwards. And then afterwards, maybe we can just use Minimax and build everything because it's fast, it's cheap, right? But the initial when you're not a coder, when you're building something like this, or when you're not familiar with OpenClaw and you're trying to really do something big, use a smarter model first. I think that's my recommendation for now. And I think there's earlier plans if you're using Claude. There's some cheaper plans at the earlier start. So if you just get that there, it would help. It would help you immensely. Or if you have the time, I think you will just just rough it. If you have the time and determination, just go straight for other ones. But if you want a smooth sailing, then Claude is definitely very good.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you guys for watching this video. We have another video about Minimax and focus more on that, and we'll watch that very soon.
Yeah.
See you.
Shana now.
Peace.